Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And one of the things that is interesting that I see all the time, and I've seen even a lot of other tech blogs post videos that are interesting because they go, and that's why I don't really talk about other tech channels. They are all on the very big hype. You know, I'm more on the down to earth. Let's talk about stuff, but I'm not a there's no sensational here. And that's not what it's all about here. This is serious, more down to earth stuff. And other channels, some of them are more popular because of that sensational titles and look that they give themselves. And for me, that kind of downplays their importance because for me, moving to a sensational look and feel kind of makes me feel that your content isn't necessarily that great. And as I've watched a lot of videos on other channels, there's a lot of, everybody has its own take on whatever. I have my take, and I don't need somebody else to tell me, that I'm wrong or not. I go with my tech duties, thinking style, and so on. But here, what I wanted to talk about is how many people and how many channels are like, well, now that you have Windows on your PC, you don't own your computer anymore, which is basically fake news. Because your PC is your PC. It's the computer part, the hardware part is yours. You do what you want with it, and you don't have to run Windows if you don't want to. But you do because that's what probably enables you to do what you want. We talk about Linux distros. Go to a Linux distro if you want to make sure that your PC is as much yours as possible. Let's put it that way. And remember, one of the main things that I see all the time is that people are in the impression that it's something new, that Windows is not yours. It's not new. It's always been like that. If you had a DOS machine back in the 90s, DOS was not yours. Windows has never been yours. Even the software you use, when you use Google Chrome, when you use any software like Office, any software like any Adobe product, Photoshop, none of that is yours. It never was. It never was. What you pay for when you buy a license is the right to use the software. Nothing more. It's not yours. You don't own it. People had the impression that in Windows XP or in the past you would own the software because you would go buy a CD to install it, for example. Nope. Was not different. That CD and the price you paid gave you the right to use it, to use the software. But any of these companies would have the right to tell you that your software doesn't work anymore because maybe you did something wrong or illegal or you violated some of the terms of the software. So it's interesting to think that, it's something that people are kind of waking up to, thinking, well, now these are things are changing now and nothing is mine anymore. It never was. It's always been like that. It wasn't on a Commodore computer of the past. It wasn't on an Amiga, an Atari. It wasn't on a PC from the 80s days. There's a license agreement that's always been there, and it's always and still says the same thing, roughly. The software you use is not yours. And that, I think, has to be clear. Thinking that at some point you owned your software, no, you did not. You never did. And you have to make a difference between, well, I don't own my PC anymore. You do. Just remove Windows and put something else on it, and there you go. You'll have different ways of owning your PC. It's just got to be clear. And we got to stop thinking that that's a big change in something that wasn't there before. It's always been. And it's not even a discussion for me. I think, so this is going to be like probably the last video I ever talk about it because I don't even see why people are going crazy now when it's always been the case? Is it because people are just realizing today? Maybe. I don't know. But there's a lot of hype and negative, and it comes from a lot of these channels online. And it makes me think, once again, why I just don't go and see these channels. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.